and we are live, guys. Welcome, women of high value channel. Today we're going to talk about the awesomeness of homeschooling and what it allows you to do as a homeschooler. And one of the biggest things is that you get time. With that time, you can now grow your talents. For girls, talents is a very, very important thing because it gives them confidence, it gives them flexibility, it gives them opportunities, it gives them so much to be able to grow their talents and share them with other people. So let's first talk about homeschooling and how it can actually solve a lot of the issues, a lot of the problems that are happening in the world today. A lot of people, including the government, think that it's best for girls, for boys, for whoever to go to kindergarten. That's how far it's gone in Norway. And then go to school. And then after you finish school and you're 18 years old, to go to college or university and get a degree. And then go and find a job. Be independent. That's what girls are hearing these days, and then naturally that's what they do. Women naturally are followers. So if they're told to do something, and especially from peer pressure, they're gonna do it. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. Most women are not happy these days. Most women are sad. Most women are angry, and most women are not experiencing the joy and fulfillment that life should provide. Why is that? Well, one big factor is boys or men, and also sometimes just life in general. Let me first explain the boy aspect of it. Now, boys, I've explained many times throughout this channel, is they're very immature unless they set massive goals for themselves. If they don't set massive goals for themselves, they end up just kicking rocks and just doing whatever they want. And very often that includes trying to attract girls, trying to do whatever they can to get girls to sleep with them. Low ambitious guys, males, which there's becoming a plethora of, like a lot more and more guys are turning out like that. It's not good for women. Women want ambitious guys who can actually protect and provide and give them the luxuries of life. And women are supposed to receive that. My job is to lead guys to create massive goals for themselves, create their empire, and then unburden women and children. That's kind of my life goal, my life purpose. That's what I love to do. And that entails kind of not rewarding the low value guys that don't have ambitions for themselves. Which means, with homeschooling, you're taking girls or yourself out of the equation of the boys looking to sleep around, looking to progress in any shape, form, or way that they can with the girl to get them to sleep with them. And girls, because they like sex and they're curious about it and they want to learn, eventually they enter into that trap. And once they enter into that trap, it's very difficult to get out. Because it's nice to have someone to cuddle with. It's nice to have someone there who seem to enjoy me. That's what girls think. But the only reason why guys enjoy the girls is because of the sexual reward. Very often they don't have that long-term perspective for the girl. And even if they do truly like the girl and would do anything for the girl, their now reward system that the guys are operating with, basically, no matter what, will sacrifice the long term. Not on purpose, perhaps, but they do. And they get the girl pregnant, perhaps. Or they put her in a very difficult predicament because she needs to have an abortion. It's amazing how many girls actually perform abortion today. Okay? Like, so anyway, that's in general, you're trying to pull you out of the equation of the boys for a period of time until you're ready to find your dream partner who is a long-term committed partner for you for the rest of your life. I don't subscribe to the sleep around mentality so that you know that you're sexually compatible so that you can be together forever. That's a hoax. It doesn't work like that. Very often the girls who don't sleep around and who have the least amount of partners are the ones who are sexually fulfilled in a long-term committed relationship later. So we want to make sure that's possible. And the best way to do it, in my opinion, is to perform homeschooling. Now, if you're in a condition, in a circumstance that doesn't allow you to do homeschooling, find a way. Seriously, find a way. And if you can't find a way right now at this instant, then don't spend time with the guys at school. Just, go to school, go to class, and get out of there. But if you can do homeschooling, and you can, maybe your parents are not able to homeschool you, maybe you can talk to your friends and your friends' parents and find out, would it be possible if you guys homeschool, and then we can be 3 girls or 6 girls or 5 girls or whatever it is, and be homeschooled by that one person. You'd be able to have focus. You'd be more motivated to do homework because it'd be completely related to the standardized tests that are once a year instead of doing everything else at school that doesn't need to get done. Because it allows you to give you time. So now that you have time, now that you are being homeschooled, what do you want to become good at? What do you love to do? What do you enjoy? What actually spikes your emotions? What makes you feel? What makes you enjoy the present moment? Is it dancing? Is it instruments? Is it singing? I've got a whole long list here of things that, you might be interested in, but that I also would encourage because it would prepare you for that long-term relationship in the future. It will prepare you for having kids, but in general, it will prepare you to be capable of handling the issues that will come. And it will increase your confidence, which will allow you to be happy now and forevermore, which is what we want to do. So dancing, instruments, singing, cooking, sewing, cutting hair, reading, writing. I would suggest writing in your journal. That's very good for girls because it kind of puts their thoughts on paper. But at the same time, I'd also recommend that you find, other girls that you can talk to, but also adults that you can trust, especially if it's your parents. That's beautiful. Have an open communication with them. It's beautiful. Writing, caring for others, volunteering, makeup, exercise. Exercise is an awesome thing. Women should definitely do that, at least once a day. To just do 30 minutes. Just allow yourself to, if you do 30 minutes of exercise every single day, and that's basically the only thing that you're disciplined with, which you can do. If you just simplify your life, make sure you're homeschooled, and you do your homework, all that stuff, because of the standardized test. But then you also I want to exercise half an hour per day. It guarantees that you'll never get fat. If you keep the habit of 30 minutes a day and you do some certain exercises that get your heart rate up, that get you going, that you know what it is, you'll never become overweight. Wouldn't it be awesome to know for a fact, for a certainty, that it's never going to happen to you? Because that's actually preventable. And for you who maybe are overweight, if you start that habit of 30 minutes a day, build up from 5 minutes to 10 minutes to 15 minutes over time, eventually it's physically impossible for you to remain overweight over a long period of time. That's how the body works. And if you trust that and just start the process, you'll be so blessed in the long term because of the confidence, because of the self-esteem, and because of you feeling good about yourself and your sexuality in the future. Flexibility. I also recommend people skills. Practice your people skills. Read books on people skills. Know how to communicate with people. Know how to smile. Know how to be around people and accept them and tolerate them and listen to them. Become a great listener. That's one of the best people skills in the world. Shopping skills with limited amount of dollars. That is also a great skill. Now, girls are good at shopping, but they're good at shopping as long as the price is not important. But become good at shopping when the price is important and doing it with limited dollars. Another one is budgeting skills. You know, when you're doing the shopping thing, becoming good at budgeting and prioritizing the things that you should buy and you should not buy right now, and learning the delayed gratification thing on these most important things will make a huge difference in your life. Like, those are just some of the things that I've put down on paper, but the opportunities are endless. And the only way to do all of this while still not disciplining yourself too much, creating too much masculinity in yourself, because that's what happens. If you become too disciplined, you become too masculine. If you become too masculine, then you'll be attracted to feminine boys. Actually, that's not really going to happen, but that's what you're going to end up with if you're massively masculine. But you're going to want, you're still going to be attracted to the masculine guys, but unfortunately, you probably won't be able to make it happen, because if you're too diligent, like not too diligent, but too disciplined, then very often it's hard to find a compatible partner, because, it's difficult. You should be the feminine one in the relationship if possible, but he should make it possible for you to remain in your femininity by unburdening you with cash, with, giving you whatever you need so that you have security and safety and no need for fear. Because if you can have that, then you can retain your femininity, and that allows you to actually stay in your bubble and just enjoy life, enjoy the present forever. I found a fantastic blog. It's called The Transformed Wife. It is a Christian blog. Obviously, my channel is not religious in that sense. I believe in God, and a lot of the principles I teach seems like it's very religious, but it's really not. I'm just like, it's just principles that work. My definition of truth, it has nothing to do with religion, is what works in the long run and in the big scheme of things. That's the truth. And so if you could just, don't think about the religious thing, think about what does work. And if I practice what does work, can I be happy now? And can I retain that happiness for the long-term future? It's very simple. But one of the best ways of doing that is to get out of school, because they're going to be teaching you stuff that the world wants you to do for whatever purpose they have. Instead of focusing on you and your happiness and what actually works, they're giving you a bunch of nonsense and putting you in the trap of being around boys. Too soon. So what we want to create for you is amazing. One amazing long-term committed partner who will take care of you, give you everything that you want. And if you prepare yourself by doing these talents and any other talent that you have, that you want to develop, that you want to grow, you'll be so fired up, so excited, so bubbly every single day. You'll still have your up and down emotional cycle of, because of your reproductive cycle. But understanding these things will allow you to be even keel a lot of the time, especially if you listen to this channel, because I hope that you can see that I've studied this stuff for years, trying to understand how can we unburden women. And these are the principles that I've come up with. So I hope that you get some value out of this videos. And if you do, make sure you smash that like button, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this with your friends. Maybe you can create like a small community of girls who watch this channel and who help each other to be undisciplined. It sounds weird, but that's what I believe in. You be disciplined on the small things that truly do work. Like the 5% of things that actually will make a massive difference in your future, and get rid of the 95% that sucks and that won't make you happy now or in the long-term future. And that will produce massive happiness. This is the Women of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling. I'll see you again tomorrow.